again to my YouTube channel. It's your girl here. I know it's been long since I uploaded a new video, but guys, I'm doing fine and I hope that you're doing fine too. So guys, if you're new to this channel, kindly hit that subscribe button, like, share and comment. So guys, today I want us to talk about decision of marriage. Like, it's a big decision for me, because if today I decide to get married at 25 and God blesses us with many years with my spouse, then it means that the decision that I made at 25 years, it will determine how my future will be at 50, at 60 and the many other years that God will give us. So guys, for some people, marriage decision is so easy, but to others it really is not easy. For the people who have been married, it gets to a point in life you hear someone say that I wish I never got married at this age. I wish I never got married to so and so. You feel like it's like you got married to the wrong person, or you got married at the wrong time, and so many other regrets. And you hear someone constantly blaming. Okay, there are some people who blame themselves, but there are some people who are like, God, why did you let me get to this point? Why didn't you protect me, knowing very well that these are the things that I will get, or rather I will face in future? So guys, today I'm not going to I will not give a specific answer on how things should be. Today I just want us to brainstorm. I've thought about this thing for quite some time, and I keep asking myself a few questions. And the question number one that I ask myself is there a specific person that God created for me that I'll get married to? The second question is it God who chooses a spouse for us, or we choose for ourselves? And the other thing I keep asking myself, if I'm suffering in my marriage, should I blame myself? Should I blame God, or should I blame my spouse? So guys, our topic today, I want it to rotate around those three questions. And after thinking about this thing for quite some time, I feel, or rather my opinion, I feel like, yes, today I have my spouse, I have my husband, whom I love so much. But every time I keep thinking, what if I got married to another person with the same qualities that my husband has? Would the marriage stand, or would it work? And I keep telling myself, yes, it would work if the person has the same qualities as the ones my husband has today. And this one makes me believe that my opinion, that is, like, there is not that specific person made for a specific person. And at the same time, I keep believing that it's not God who chooses a spouse for us. Yes, God directs us, but he has given us the knowledge to choose on who we get, or rather the person that we decide to settle down with. So guys, in my opinion, I feel like most of our marriages today are suffering because of two main things. Like, number one is the reason as to why one decides to get married, and the other point is what qualities you are looking for in a person. I think these two things determines how our marriages turns out to be. And to just start with the reasons as to why one decides to get married, there are several reasons. Someone can decide to get married because they feel like they have found the right person. Others feel that it's time for them to get married. Others, it's out of peer pressure and maybe pressure from relatives and the parents. Others, it's because of money. And others, they just want to run away from problems at home. And I feel this is the terrible, as in the biggest mistake that most of us do. We get married for the wrong reasons. And once you get married for the wrong reason, at some point you will realize, by the way, this is not the kind of a thing that I was looking for. Once a person decides to get married, it should be purely out of you found love, it is at the right time, and you found the right person to get married to. The other thing, guys, is the qualities that we are looking for in a person. Like, in the old days, the traditional ways, like, parents used to choose a spouse for their child. If at that time parents could have chosen a spouse for their child and this marriage lasts, I keep wondering, if they could choose for someone and they choose the right person for you, why is it that when we are choosing for ourselves we make a mistake? I feel like when we are choosing for ourselves, it should be much better than when someone else is choosing for you. And so this one makes me believe maybe at that time these parents had knowledge on what they should look for when choosing a marriage partner. Like they looked for the right qualities, and this is maybe where we miss it all. So guys, imagine today I've been invited for an occasion and we are told that in this occasion I will wear a purple dress, shoes this color, or rather the dress should be short, and so many other things. And today I decide to go to the market and look for that dress. Once I go, I already have the qualities or how I want that dress to look like. Once I go to the market and I search for this dress or something close to that and I don't get, what will I do? It's either I'll decide to go somewhere else and look for something that is closely to what I want, or rather I decide, let me go back home, I'll go some other time and look for it, maybe the next time I'll find. And I can also decide to take something different from, maybe because I haven't gotten what I want. But the truth is, if I decide to take a pink dress, it will definitely not satisfy my needs, because that is not what I wanted. And most of the time I feel like having not decided what you want, it makes us take anything. And it's unfortunate because like in marriage cases, you hear people say, I want a tall, dark and handsome. And this one will mislead you, because this is not what keeps a marriage. Whether someone is light skinned, whether someone is dark, whether someone is tall, this is not what keeps a marriage. Guys, allow me to look at some of the things that one should look for when choosing a spouse. In the tradition, what were some of the things that these parents used to look for when choosing a spouse for their children? Number one is background. The other thing is qualities. And the last one is values. Like, when you talk of background, it's good to look at the background of the person that you want to get married to. Like, there are some people who have come from a drunkard family. Like, there are maybe 10 in their family, and from the firstborn to the last born, all of them are drunkards. Maybe it's just that one person, maybe your spouse, that it's different from the rest of them. And at times I keep asking myself, how sure that if I settle down with this person who is just one different from the rest of the family members, how sure am I that at some point this person will not change? Of course, I agree that people, you can even get married to the right person, but things change later in life. But then at that point, I believe you can negotiate with God, because you look at the right, you did the right thing, but things just turned out to be different. But now in this one, how sure will you be that that person will not change and become like the rest of the family members? And now this is where I feel like, or rather, if they're not drunkards, all of them have divorced, no one keeps a wife. Like in a family, all of them are divorcees. Like, it's good to know the background of a person, so that if at all you get to settle down with that person, so that you can know what is ahead of you, what battles you are preparing yourself to fight. And if it is about prayers, what area are you supposed to focus so much on when praying? And also, it's also good so you know, so that you can help your spouse to know, by the way, this is how your family looks like, this is how your brothers or your siblings look like. So if you don't take this and that step, you might find yourself also sailing in the same boat. So that is one point which is very important. And the other thing that I've forgotten to mention is beliefs. Don't get married to a person that you don't share the same beliefs. Like, what do I mean? If I'm a Christian, I'm not supposed to get married to a Muslim. If already in marriages we already have issues that we are disagreeing on, how about we've already added another one of fighting about beliefs? As in, which religion will your children take? Will they become a Muslim? Will they become Christians? This is already setting a marriage on a ground that is not stable. So guys, just make sure that you get married to the person that you share the same kind of beliefs, because you will be able to communicate and to agree on things without so much struggle. And the other thing is qualities. What qualities are you looking for a person? And this is where I mentioned earlier that you should know what you're looking for. Don't go to the market without knowing what you want to buy, because you will end up buying the wrong thing, and maybe you will get home and throw it away. Why? Because it doesn't even make you happy in the first place. So it's just good to know what you want. And on qualities, I believe that, for just to mention a few, like the person should be respectful, whether it's the guy or it's the lady, one should be respectful, one should be a person of integrity, should be an honest person, should be a responsible person, like, and many others. And the other thing is values. What values does that person have? Some of the examples of value is like peace, joy, vitu kama hizo. And there are people who are not peacemakers. There are people who the only thing they can do is to bring chaos. Like, they don't even believe in peace. Like, they maybe the way they have been brought up, it's like they are in their own world. How much do, as in, it's good to know how much does your spouse value peace. Is this person brought up in a loving family? Because if this person has experienced so much hatred when growing up, then this person doesn't believe in the value of love. And one thing that is for sure, you cannot give what you don't have. So it's good to look at the values that this person have, so that you know, I'll be dealing with this person from this perspective. If it's a person that, if these are things that you can be able to handle, well and good. So guys, after doing a research, this is what I've come up with, that it's not God who chooses a spouse for us. He gives us the wisdom and knowledge to do it for ourselves. If you decide to get married to a drunkard, don't blame God, because you decided by yourself. So guys, that is what I had for today. And I hope that you've learned something new, and I hope that it helps us all somehow. Guys, kindly subscribe to my channel, tell a friend to tell a friend, share this video, and let's meet in the next video.